Every delicious piece of beef helps keep a bullet off the street.
I know that's right, because that Who Smoked Your Okra was popping in one fleek last time.
There you go, Dre.
Did she just say fleek? Don't just make up words, right? There's a whole dictionary full of words. Okay, it's a library down the street, Webster's dictionary. Go in there and flip through it. You won't see fleek in there nowhere.
Grandma, what did you think of Barbershop, the next cut, which is a sequel in the Barbershop series of films, starring again Ice Cube as the owner of a barbershop on the south side of Chicago.
Calvin's Barbershop.
Calvin's Barbershop.
Yes.
And this film basically is him dealing with the realities of the south side of Chicago today, and gang violence and such, and raising his teenage son during this time, and all of what happens. So what did you think?
I enjoyed it thoroughly. I'm aware of the fact that the barbershop is one of the social centers in the black community. It is a place where people meet, greet, and kind of let their defenses down and become family. You have the family of hairdoers and barbers, and they're part of the family, but all of the customers that come in too. Loyal customers become part of the family. And the black community has many problems that white folks don't think about much, because they don't have those problems based on the color of their skin. It is interesting to be immersed into that world, not just immersed, but thrust into that world, but with a movie like this, with so much talent. I mean, there was so much talent on the screen that it's hard to single out anyone who was actually, standing out, because they were all standouts.
There are some moments that are more serious than others, but again, the majority of the film is, again, that family that you're talking about, that community, and all of the different characters that there are, and situations that they get into that are, again, quite humorous.
Very humorous. The quick wit, the writing was perfect. If you've ever been immersed into a group of black people, this is the way they talk to each other. And it is very realistic and very fast-paced, very clever. You have to pay attention. You have to be tuned in and tune your ear in, to what's happening.
It doesn't hurt to know a little bit about current events and popular culture, because they drop quite a few references to different celebrities and politicians and such.
And when that one Chicago basketball player, the NBA player, comes in, and he's 7 feet tall, and they're all looking up at him. They're just thrilled that he came across their doorstep, and graced their beauty, their barbershop, with his presence. That was the real person, and it was.
We'll say a little more about what you thought of the movie, then.
Oh, I thought it was wonderful. I thought they did an absolutely perfect job. The writers, I don't know if they're African American themselves, but if they aren't, they certainly got a lot of input from all of the talent they were working with. I can't imagine more fun situation for all of the talented actors here than to be in each other's company, feeding off of each other and working with each other in this film, because it felt like family, and the fun that they had and the emotional situations that came up were handled beautifully. I thought it was very good. I enjoyed it. What did you think, dear?
Well, I thought it was pretty good. To take a step back and describe the film a little more. Again, the majority of the film does take place in the barbershop, and again, it is the main characters, the haircutters in the shop, and the different customers and such that come into the movie, which make up the majority of the movie. The movie also takes place within, I think, probably about a week or less even, just a few days worth.
That's right.
I mean, some of they'll have long stretches where you know it's all the same day because they're all wearing the same clothes. And
Right.
again, it's just sort of showing you the way their day would go and the way they would interact with each other throughout the day. Again, I think it was pretty funny. I mean, there were some parts of it that were funnier than others. More than anything else, perhaps. I mean, this is Ice Cube's movie. I think he's perhaps the producer, and he's been again the star in all of the films. And in a way, it's very much sort of a love letter for the South Side of Chicago.
Absolutely.
You know, and again,
Absolutely.
it's showing the problems, how much it sort of hurts his heart, you might say, to see all these bad things going on to a place he loves so much. And again, that all comes, very clear, throughout the film. Again, it's a very sort of simple movie. Again, all it is again just them, standing around the barbershop, kidding each other, joking with each other, commenting on things, and it's sort of fun, like you would be, like you say, if you were to be around these people, sitting around the barbershop yourself, you're just sitting there with them, sort of listening in and enjoying the conversation. That's sort of what the movie is like. And again, it's I would recommend it. It's fun. It's not anything great, but it's I think a good movie and people would enjoy it. Another interesting thing, again, for people who maybe haven't seen any of the previous films, I haven't seen any of the previous films. I don't think you necessarily have to have seen any of the previous films, because you come into this film and all these characters are very fully formed. There's not anything that you have to learn that much about them. There's not that much you have that has to. They don't have to grow that much in front of you. There's not a lot that has to be added for you to be able to understand these characters.
Well, the resolution of the first film was when the beauty shop and the barbershop decided to melt.
Well, again, you didn't need to know.
You were in a, no, you didn't.
But
it starts right up.
Again, I think
this is a natural thing.
Yeah, again, people can go into this movie and I think enjoy it, and not having seen any of the previous films.
You didn't need to know how this large open space came to be, with the barbershop business on this side and the beauty shop business on that side. You don't need to know how that came to be. That was the resolution of the first film. They decided to join businesses, and that was the way that ended up.
So what would your final report card be on this one?
Oh, yes, I definitely recommend it. I think all you have to do is sit back and let it come to you. And the music is good, the comedy is good, and the personal situations are interesting. The characters are all interesting. It's well acted. Definitely 2 thumbs up for me.
And the film has something to say.
It has something to say. It does.
Yes, it's definitely worth seeing.
Definitely.